I got in my rider are, too extreme at all. But there are some people that have some very extreme. And you can sometimes pay almost what you paying them in trying to fulfill their rider.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So when you book somebody, you better be prepared for that rider.
Yeah.
And then
When does that come into play, though? Do you know that before you book them, or do you get that afterwards?
Yeah.
Before you sign the contract, you should see the rider and
Absolutely.
be like, okay, if you want all of this is what we're gonna pay for you.
Right.
And if you want all of this rider stuff, then that's coming out of what we gonna pay.
Absolutely.
So this is gonna be an all-in thing.
Yep. Because again, they'll tell you what type of equipment that they need. If it's a DJ coming in, he needs this particular controller. He needs these. If he wants the turntables, if he wants the CD players. A certain mic, all that, those kind of things can easily be in that rider, and that's just for the DJ. Now, the actual artists themselves got what they need, but they put it all in there, even hotel rooms.
Oh, yeah.
It got to be a 5-star hotel. I remember Craig, the club doctor, Mr. B's, when he had brought Cash Money to the Matrix, and Slim. Baby's brother, he needed a king size, he needed a suite with a special bed because he's so tall. And it had to be in a corner by, the top floor. And when it was a bunch of stuff to end up, dealing with some of those riders. So them riders, man, they, you'd be like, hey, I don't know if I can have you then.
Listen,
but you are able to do what Dame did. Because you can negotiate, be like, look, what we not gonna do? We ain't gonna do this. Now we can make this happen. We can make that happen.
But we can't do all of that.
I've seen some of the reality star girls come and say, not only do you have to take care of me, you have to take care of my entourage. So I have 5 girls coming with me. They all need their own rooms. So the bill gets high.
That's what I say. Yeah, if you ain't really ready, and you think the price they gave you is all it is, like, no. That don't even include the stuff that's in the rider.
Yeah, like with Benny the Butcher, he brought 4 or 5 people with him, and each one of them had to get a room. Right. But they did it last minute.
Oh, no.
And so because they did it last minute, we had to buy at first, I'm going to give y'all some inside information.
Come on, give us the
original price, I ain't going to say the price, was all in. Was all in, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And so then...
so it should have been covered.
It should have been.
For people that don't understand what all in is, that means that whatever that price they give you, they're responsible for their transportation. Yeah, they're responsible for all of that.
But then on the last minute, he was like, well... we don't got time to buy the tickets. It was like they were supposed to be here on Wednesday, so then like on Monday, he was like, we don't got time to buy the tickets. Can you buy the tickets and buy the rooms and then just take it out of what we
the back end,
the all in, right? And so then we did it, and then they was mad. The manager was mad because of how much it was. Right. It ended up costing. But I'm like, this is you waiting to 2 days before. And you want first class tickets. You want this, that, and everybody got a room. So each one of them. So it was like 4 or 5 of them. Each one of them ended up being like $2,000 a piece. So it took it down 10 G's from what they were originally gonna get. Right. And so they was rightfully upset. Yeah. Like, y'all booking all of this crazy. I'm like, brother, you waited to the last.
That's right.
To the last minute.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Shout out to Benny the Butcher and all of them because they came through and they did their thing and it worked out. It all worked out in the end. But I'm just saying, but those are the things you go through when you, because I've always been on the other end of it.
Okay.
Now, with Hip Hop Week, I'm on the booking end of it, and I talk to my people at the rave, and they like, this is a different side. You were always on this side. That's how I got cool with them because of Black Elephant. But they was like, you were already on this side.
That's right.
Now you're doing this side, and it's a different animal.
And I've been to know every angle of the business.
Yeah, I've been blessed to know that angle. For the majority of my career of being a DJ as well as being in radio, I was able to see the full scope of everything. So I'm like, what? And they want this and they want that. I'm like, hold on. They shouldn't, so yeah. And I learned, that's how I also learned how to negotiate and be like, look, well, we not going to do
we ain't
doing this and we ain't doing that.
And I'm learning that as well. And so, we're not going to, what we're not going to do is going to be all in, boom, boom, bam. You take, and for everybody else, that was cool. It was all in. It's what you doing. Woo wham. They flew in. They did their things. They just showed up. I didn't know where they were staying. They just showed up to the venue. I took care of them when they got to the venue. Right. But that's how it should be. Like, you take care of
all your stuff.
Right. And I take care of my stuff. And then we meet. And we get you taken care of at the venue.
Man,
you know what I mean?
And listen, if you don't have that black in, they are not coming out. I remember before, as we get ready to line up for our first break, Eddie Murphy, it was the Raw tour. He wanted all white furniture, plush,
Eddie.
Eddie Murphy. He wanted all white furniture. It had to be a certain material.
That's what Rick James was like, F your couch. It was a white couch.
Absolutely. So, but that goes to prove where I'm coming from. He wanted that white couch.
That is insane.
Yeah. His rider was, like I say, it was. I was like, wow.
I mean, if I'm Eddie Murphy, I'm probably gonna be like that as well.
Man.
I'm Eddie Murphy.
I think they go through it so much and coming up, and they take so many shorts coming up, and they deal with so many shady promoters and stuff.
Yeah, they trying to
that when they get to the top end, they like, now I got the power, and I'm gonna flex it. And so maybe we don't. And that's what somebody at the rave was telling me, like, see, you never made it to. No disrespect to you, damn. They even said he like, but y'all never made it to the pinnacle of it, where you charging $100,000 and
the upper echelon,
and now you're calling the shots. You were an opening act, even though you were touring and doing stuff. Your smaller dates and smaller spots, you still humble. Once you get to the top spot,
that's right.
I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Yep. And listen, if they don't have one little thing, I've seen them leave. Or say, oh, he ain't even coming in, or she ain't even coming in.
Till you get that.
Right. We got to get ready to take care of our first set of bills. We are going to deal with, of course, the hot topic, the shooting in Minneapolis that ended up killing 2 children and injuring 17 others. And, of course, the shooter of the mass shooting ended up taking his own life, or I don't know. It's weird because he was Robert and then he was Robin. So it's weird. But we'll talk about that. But I also, when we come back, want to be able to get Kayla's update on what she had to do over the weekend. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. We'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments. Behind the Bucks is Bucks history, like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Truth Nation, Just Between Friends, Milwaukee's best pop-up children's resale is back September 18th to the 21st at Wisconsin State Fair Expo Center. Shop thousands of gently used kids' clothing, toys, books, and more. Pre-sale is September 18th. Paid tickets online. Free tickets for first-time parents, grandparents, military, first responders, teachers, and daycare directors. Want to consign? Earn 60%. Shop early and help local families by donating unsold items. Get tickets and consign online at Milwaukee County JBFSale.com. Just Between Friends, families serving families.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. American Family Insurance can help protect your dream home for whatever comes next. You can live in your own oasis or your own clubhouse. Whatever you choose, get the right coverage. Save up to 23% by bundling home and auto. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Great impressions will exceed your expectations. Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
At Great Impressions Graphics and Printing, they've been proudly serving the community for over 26 years from their location at the corner of 54th and Burleigh in Milwaukee. Their dedication to quality and customer satisfaction has made them a trusted name in printing and design.
Great impressions.
Great Impressions offer a wide range of services, including banners, posters, yard signs, business cards, programs, and postcards. Plus, they specialize in custom apparel printing, perfect for family reunions, sports outings, business promotions, and more. For your next project, visit greatimpress.com. That's greatimpress.com. Great Impressions. They're here when you need them.
Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Ready to buy your forever home or your first house or refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and the guidance to achieve your dreams, your financial goals are closer than you think. The Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more about Associated Bank at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subjects to credit approval. Member of the FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, Andrew, you be coming with them smooth grooves. I feel like I should do some midnight voicing talks like, you have reached.
But it's in the morning. It's in the morning.
We gotta wake them up. We gotta wake
Truth
them
in
up.
the morning with Dame LZ. Sexy.
They gonna be like, get him out of here.
And what is your email, Dame? Or your
So they can
Instagram,
reach
so
you?
they can
No.
reach out to you. Right now, there's some women that are probably like, oh, Dame, you know what I'm saying? Type thing.
Hey, baby.
There you go. There you go.
What's your zodiac sign?
And there you go.
The dudes really used to do that, ask people what their zodiac sign was. Like, baby,
Yes.
what's your zodiac sign?
Yep.
Yep.
Like in the
They still
70s?
do that.
Yeah, they
They
still
do
do
that?
because
That is
people
so
really
corny.
believe. Well, no, some people really believe that they are not compatible. Like whatever the zodiac say, non-compatible.
They like,
There's
well,
a
I
lot
can't
of
mess
people
with
that live like that. They like, oh, you a Leo? I don't get along with Leo.
Virgos, it's Virgo season.
Okay,
Virgo
since it's
season.
Virgo season,
Oh my God.
Andrew
Andrew.
for the win. Andrew
He's a
for the
Virgo
win.
hater?
Yeah, Andrew for the win. But I always like to say, especially when men or women, when they say, I'm a Virgo, I'm the number one sign, and all of those things, I'd be like, do you have any children?
Yep, and my son is a Virgo as
okay,
well.
but this is where I'm going. If you have any children, you can't truly represent your sign. But anyway, Kayla,
Why you can't truly represent
I need
because
to
you're
know.
not a virgin. I'm just saying. But
my
let's
God.
go. I'm just saying.
Oh, my
Technicalities. Technicalities. It is what it is.
Oh, my God.
So how was your weekend?
He reached so
I've been doing it for
So
decades.
far,
I've been.
so
I
far.
Kayla,
He reached.
I will run
so
down
far.
every zodiac sign except the number one zodiac sign in the universe.
And what's that?
I can't
At
tell
the
you
end of
right now. I
June.
can't tell you right now.
What's at the end
I
of
can't
June
tell
when
you
his
right now. I
birthday
can't
is?
tell you right now. But anyway, how was your weekend and how have you been doing?
I have been doing really well. I've really been getting my feet wet in this hosting thing and hosting different events all around. I've hosted some events, a lot of events in Milwaukee. I host a TV show out in Detroit. And then I recently just hosted Black on State Street. It was a Black street festival in Madison, Wisconsin.
On State Street.
Yes, on State Street, the capital. And if you don't know anything about Madison, I lived there for 8 years of my life, and it was nothing Black to do.
Right. I was going to say, you have to explain to people the significance. When I saw that, I was
Listen.
like, oh, that's dope. Because I've been on State Street many a
Yes.
time, as I said, with Black Elephant performing in Madison and doing stuff. And there's not really a lot of us that are on State Street any
No.
given time.
No, there's nothing Black to do in Madison, period. Like I said, I lived there for 8 years, and I was always traveling back to Milwaukee to get connected with community. I tried to hop in with local organizations that were Black, and I just didn't feel it. Like, I just didn't feel it, truly. So last year was Black on State's first year of having the street festival. They had performers. They had Black-owned businesses out there on State Street able to sell their merchandise. And I went with my family last year for a quick second. It was raining. It was kind of cold. But I took some videos. And this is the good thing about, this is like a full circle moment for me because I went out there, I took some videos, and really just patronized the event as a customer, as a goer of the event. And then this year, full circle, came back, the creator, the creative director, the founder reached out to me and said, hey, I would love for you to host this year's event. And I don't know if she thought that I still lived in Madison because I had moved back to Milwaukee, of course. But either way it goes, she asked me to host the event, and I was able to host on Saturday, and we had a great time. We had somebody come in and teach us line dances because the theme was rodeo.
Okay.
So we had somebody to come in and teach us line dances.
But you got to tell the people how you were dressed up in rodeo style, like y'all was going to the Beyonce concert.
Yes, I made sure. Like, I've been stalking the Beyonce concert. I didn't get to go to the Beyonce concert this year, but I was stalking all of the looks. I love the looks. The girls was putting it on. So I was like, okay, let me do something like that, but let me dial it back a bit because it is a family-friendly street festival. So I had on this beautiful skirt and this nice top and my cowgirl hat. I felt really confident and very beautiful at the event, and everybody else came dressed to the nines. It was cowboy boots on the ground. Everybody had their gear on, from the little bitty kids all the way up to the older folks in the crowd. So we had a great time. I was out there laughing and kicking it with some older lady. I wish I could remember her name, but it was her and her 3 sisters out there, and we was just cackling and having a good time.
Bertha?
Probably so. Probably Beatrice or something like that.
Right,
yeah.
you know, Beatrice.
Beatrice, something like that.
Erlene.
Right, there you go. See, Dave, you with me. You with
Shout
me.
out to my girls, Beatrice and Erlene. What was her sister's name? Merle or something like that.
Oh,
shout out to my girl, Merle.
Yep. That's
Listen,
it. Older.
We had a good time. And shout out to my baby Chase. Every time I'm at an event, I swear, I don't bring my son to my events and stuff like that because I'm like, oh, I'm working. But there always ends up being a little baby on my hip for the whole event. So shout out to Chase. Her mom owns Chasing My Dreams. It's a clothing brand, and Chase was on my hip the whole time. That was my girl. We was walking around the whole event, and we had a great time.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Nice, positive vibe, and
Shout
being
out to
able
Ashley
to represent us.
Yeah. It looked nice. I follow Kayla on Instagram, and I saw the pictures, and I was like, and knowing the history of State Street and how, you know, it's Madison.
Yeah, it's white.
It's white. And so to have a black on State Street was pretty big, you know what I mean? And it looked like it was successful. And
over 21,000 people showed up.
That's dope.
Yeah.
How long was it? From what time to what
12
time?
to 5.
So in the course of 5 hours, 21,000 people showed up. So that shows that there's a crowd and a need for that in Madison, which I would have to say there is.
Right. On our YouTube page, remember you can watch us live on our YouTube page and X at 1017 The Truth. While you're there, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button.
Yes.
Dr. Clarissa Lawrence, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Alfonso Dupree, welcome, Black. You were error on yesterday, but welcome, Black. Great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Sip 45, great morning, love you, appreciate you. Venus Jones, great morning, love you, appreciate you. Gabe Williams, great morning, love you, appreciate you. Barbie Bebe Dunn, great morning, love you, appreciate you. Thank you all.
Yeah, Barbie Bebe Dunn.
Bebe? Like Bebe kids?
Hey, baby.
Hey, Bebe.
Hey, baby.
Sorry.
Yeah, and if you know, and Bebe on that level, that's an actual well-known DJ and all of that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, Nolans.
Okay.
Hey, Bebe.
Hey,
for
baby.
the song?
Hey, baby. Yeah, that's what he made that song for. He made that song for
that's
Baby.
nice. Okay, I
didn't
never
know
knew
that.
that. I never knew that. Come
I
on,
thought
you
he was
better
saying,
teach
hey,
us
baby.
some.
Because that's
Hey,
what
baby.
that's what everybody say with that DJ.
Oh.
We in the club.
And his thing is like, hey, baby.
Oh, now
Hey, baby.
you learned something new.
That part.
I thought he was saying baby, but he was just saying it country.
Me too. I love it. Some Hurricane. Y'all, shout out to Hurricane Chris, wherever you are.
Yeah.
He was locked up last time I knew. But yeah.
Dang.
Damn. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah.
Free him.
Yeah.
We don't know what he
Well,
did.
not
so he
for what
might
he
not-
did, but
might
you
need
know
to
what I'm
be
saying.
locked
So
up.
yeah.
I think he out though. Ain't he out?
He out now. He out now. He out now.
Sidetrack.
But Silento is still locked up for murder.
Silent Tone.
Watch me whip. Watch me nay nay.
Really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Murder or something.
Yeah, murder.
That's
It is
crazy.
murder. It's murder.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. I was gonna have him come to the children's birthday
Oh
party.
my Lord.
And yeah.
So do we have to do background checks on people before we book them for events?
Well, I mean, it's smart. It's
I
intelligent
guess
to do
we
so.
need to.
It sounds
Yeah,
like
you know
we
what I
need
mean?
to, right?
You know, because
Yeah.
it's some people that are on the registry.
You know, that happens a lot though, where rappers get involved in something, and because you think. Let me just tell you this: A lot of these rappers, and I've learned this from Hip Hop Weekend, and none of the recent ones that I dealt with this year or anything like that, but a lot of them, you know, they talk that talk. They ain't got that bread like that.
Oh, no, they don't, bro.
They wear them chains.
I be
fake.
trying to tell the common folk, y'all trying to be like them. They ain't got no money.
They ain't got no money. You probably got more money than them.
And listen, I remember 3 6 Mafia going back to the Matrix again. The club doctor Craig Berry, of course, the late Sonny. You know, they brought 3 6 Mafia because I was hosting stuff, and one of them lost their chains and we had to give it black to him, but it ended up saying like fake, like it wasn't a real, but it was the 3 6 Mafia emblem, but it was fake. It wasn't real.
Let me tell y'all this: if I am a rich celebrity, ain't none of my stuff gonna be real because you gonna think it's real anyway.
That's what Chad Ochocinco said. He said, "I don't buy real jewelry.
Why would I buy real stuff?
I'm worth millions of dollars, but you have to actually be worth millions of dollars, then you can carry it off. But if you're not, a lot of these rappers and stuff and entertainers are not.
Right. We got to get ready to take care of some more bills. We are going to get into, when we come back, we're going to start the conversation and dialogue, and we want you to participate. Truth Talk text line 833-212-1017. That will be the number that you can join us in the dialogue. I am just one of your cousin subs of the day. I'm a club sub, the legendary Home Blow, along with
Kayla Lewis Allen.
Sub.
And I am a pep milk. Go and get y'all one of them.
The legendary
Dame Elsie.
Chicken noodle soup. With a Diet Coke on the side. Will be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
The Humane Animal Welfare Society, HAWS, believes in keeping pets healthy and families together. No one should have to choose between rent and veterinary care. The Wellness Clinic at Hawes Animal Shelter in Waukesha offers important basics of dog and cat care to our community. Pet owners can schedule general exams, sick visits, receive vaccinations, even get preventatives and nail trims. Appointments are available weekdays and can be scheduled by calling 262-542-8852. Contact Hawes of Waukesha today for your pet's care.
Steinhaffel's biggest Labor Day sale ever is happening now. Save 10% off store-wide or use Steinhaffel's 60-month 0% financing and get $50 instant cash back for every $499 you spend. Plus, buy a premium mattress and get free premier delivery on your entire order. And get amazing doorbusters like a Sealy mattress for only $199 and sofas starting at just $299. Shop Steinhaffel's Labor Day sale in-store or online at steinhaffels.com.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Here is Dr. Ken Harris with his truth.
Juneteenth signifies the occasion in 1865 when the final enslaved blacks in Texas were notified of their liberation 2.5 years subsequent to the Emancipation Proclamation. The moment when 100% of victims of slavery finally recognized their liberation indicated the principles of the U.S. Constitution came to be universally applicable. This represents a success for Black Americans and a subsequent and significant point in American history, highlighting the nation's alleged dedication to liberty and justice for all. The recent verdict in the murder of Sade Robinson serves as a reminder of the enduring evils and oppression we still face. Despite independence, numerous blacks still encounter exploitation, and they are masquerading as freedom. Commemorating Juneteenth compels us all to acknowledge these realities and compel the nation's past and promote a truthful national narrative. Juneteenth, along with the murder conviction of the disgusting individual who killed Miss Robinson, serves not merely as a celebration, but also as a summons to action. Remember this history in your daily discussions and interactions. If Juneteenth caused the conflation of liberty and justice for Black America, I say one death represented by the murder of Miss Robinson is a denial of liberty and an injustice to all of Black America.
This has been Truth Takes on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Listen to The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, weekdays from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
We do have an accident on the off-ramp from southbound 41 to Watertown Plank Road. That ramp right now is closed because of the accident, so keep that in mind. The delays on the main line, though, are mainly from Appleton Avenue all the way down past Capitol Drive. Northbound backing up from just past Watertown Plank Road all the way up to Capitol Drive. Eastbound 94, you're slowing down from Barker Road to Calhoun, and then back on the brakes from the Zoo interchange through the Stadium interchange. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, slight chance for showers, breezy, cooler, a high of 71 tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 55. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
We're black. Welcome to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Truth Talk text lines are open, 833-212-1017. The shooting is, of course, is on everybody's mind. You can't really turn on any TV, whether it's local or national.
Getting an update right now. Multiple victims here, and the shooter is believed to be deceased. Olivia, I'm going to go to you with more on that. What is the latest here? Yeah, our team reporting, again, as we said, that there are multiple victims at this incident. Again, this is at the Annunciation Church School in Minneapolis. And the suspected shooter here, as you said, Diane, is believed to be deceased. And this is from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Local police, again, are assisting here. Federal is assisting here. State authorities are assisting here. Everyone working together to clear these buildings and anything in the immediate area.
Malicious mass shooting ended up killing themselves. And now it goes back into people talking about changing the gun laws. And unfortunately, you know, we got an orange man that he with the NRA and everything else, and there's been opportunities to make some changes, and he was sternly against them. And I don't think it's going to change in this situation either. And then, you know, we got people that feel like, no, I don't take my guns away, you know what I mean, for other obvious reasons, especially if you come from where we come from, in my opinion. So, but are your children prepared? You know, I talked earlier in the week about our children prepared, and, you know, for school. And to what about to this level? Like, have you had a talk with your child? Because a lot of times, Kayla and Dame, I think that we assume that it's not going to happen at our schools or the schools that we send our children to, because that only happens. We don't do that. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, but anybody, you know, it could happen anytime and anywhere. And have you even worked out any kind of plans with your children on, in the event something like this could happen or should happen? Like, and I look at it like insurance. You know, you got to get it just because you hope that you don't have to have flood insurance, but look at how many people wish they had it now, and sewage damage and all of that.
Right.
You like, man, I should have got that coverage when they told me about it. But we in Milwaukee, we don't get floods. That's down south. That's in other places.
Every 10 years.
Right. You feel what I'm saying? And so then it happens, and now you kind of like just out there. So are we even training our children what to do because of hearing about all of the other shootings at school? And then it's the beginning of the school year.
School ain't even been in session for 2 weeks, and we already got to go back to this conversation. And it's really disheartening. And what's scary and crazy, I haven't had these conversations with my son. My son is going to be 16 years old next week, and he's been in school, of course, all of his life. And we've never had those conversations at home of what he should do, but he does come home and talk about the drills now that are different than the drills that we did when I was in school. When I was in school, we did fire drills, we did tornado drills. Those were the only two drills.
Go in the basement, put your coat over your head.
Yep. Those were the only two drills that we had when I was growing up and in school. Now there's this drill of an active shooter drill. And I remember my son coming home with so much anxiety, talking about, my teacher put us in a cabinet and told us all to be quiet, and everybody was laughing and joking and playing, and the shooter could have found us. And I'm like, wow, this is causing so much anxiety in them. And I know that it's something that needs to be done. The conversations need to be had, but it's also very scary for a child with anxiety and then for the parents at home. But I understand that we need to be having those conversations of just like, what do we do? I know that we talked pre-show and we talked about having a cell phone in school and how a lot of schools are banning cell phones, but just having a cell phone with mom on it so that our children can call us and say, hey, mom, something's not right, they're locking us in rooms, because a lot of times the school don't tell the parents until the very last minute.
That's true.
We find out on the news. So I need to know immediately that something is happening at my child's school so I can stop everything that I'm doing and get there.
Yeah, they do have the school shootings drills. My kids are all older now. Well, 4 of them are older. One of them don't matter yet. She
just got here. Just got here. Just got here.
But I'm just saying. But
we are the drill for them.
Yeah. But I'm saying, I say that to say that they do those drills. They do run those shooting drills, and you know, my kids would be. They took it serious because they're very serious kids. So they always took it serious, and I always tried to explain to them, you know, like it's gonna sound funny, but this is a story I have to tell. Homer used to do the Humpty Humps.
What's that?
Yeah,
it was the Humpty Hump party.
The Humpty Hump party, the dance by Digital Underground.
Do the Humpty Hump?
Right.
Okay.
So
And
the
one time it was at the Masonic Temple. And it was this lady and this guy got into it, and this lady upped from her purse.
Oh my God, girl!
And pulled out the biggest gun I had ever seen in my life. And this was outside, so this wasn't on Homer and them. This was outside in the parking lot, and she at least waited till she got outside, and then she was like, "Call me a B now," and bow, started shooting, right. So me and my guy Marquitas, we started running. We jumped behind some bushes. My daddy pulled up behind the bushes in his Caprice, kicked the door open and said, "Get in, little, what you doing? Get in the car."
Come on, Superman.
So we jumped in the car, and as we pulling off, my daddy was like, and this is what I'm getting at, he gave us the tools we needed to survive something. You hear some shooting, you keep running until you don't hear those shooting no more. You don't try to hide and duck off.
Get as far away as possible.
You keep running until you can't hear no more shooting. And so when it came for me to have kids and I was giving them the same types of speeches, it was, you keep it moving. You do what the teachers tell you to do. If you lock yourself in a room, you do whatever. If you someplace out, going to a club and it's only got one way in and one way out, you go back out. Stuff like that. Little things like that. But we have to teach our kids.
That can save a life, though.
Yeah.
Right. We have to teach our kids to be safe. And now schools, like my daddy taught me how to be safe in the streets. Now you have to teach your kids how to be safe in the school.
That is so
Because sometimes
scary.
just locking yourself in a room ain't the answer.
Right.
Get up out of there.
Yeah. So that's the thing too. My son, now that he's gotten older, he said, like, if anything happened like that at school, I'm leaving. But the school and the teacher and all of them, they've been trained to lock the kids in the classroom, like lock them up. He's like, no, I'm leaving the school. Why would I stay in the school if there's an active shooter in the school? And then that goes back to the principal and just me having to go to the school, like, he had to go.
Yeah, they have these rules, like they want to keep them locked in, so then they think that the kid, whoever can't, that he gets to the locked door.
The
shooter, when they get to the locked door, they'll keep moving. But now you got all these kids huddled up. And that's what happened in, they had the shooting in, I want to say it was Virginia.
And it's crazy. You know what's crazy? I'm going to let you finish that point. That we have to be like, which one?
Which one?
The one. You feel what I'm saying? That's so crazy, bro.
The fact that this is the 4th one in just Minnesota this year is crazy. And so that's just in Minnesota. There's been 4 just in Minnesota, right? But there was one in Virginia, and the kids, and it was in that college, and the kids had all hid in this lecture hall, and the dude got in the lecture hall and picked them all off, you know? Like 19, it was like 19 or so of them that got killed. Not all of them got killed in that lecture hall, but it was a number of them that got killed. My homeboy from Florida, I went to Florida A&M. His wife worked at Florida State. They had a mass shooting. That mass shooting that happened down there not too long ago. She was there. And the trauma that she has to go through probably through that.
Right.
And just living through having to see like the person behind her
Yeah.
And she's running out.
Yep.
Got shot.
Yep.
You know, so just I say all of that to say all of this is too much. And we shouldn't be having to deal with, you know, this is something we shouldn't have to deal with.
We shouldn't have to
public
prepare our
shootings.
kids. Yeah.
You know?
And then they came out with all of these devices. Like after the school shootings, I think it was happening like 2019 or 2020 or something like that before COVID, they came out with all of these devices and all of the back to school campaigns were scary as heck. Like, why am I thinking about this? I'm supposed to be happy. Excuse me, y'all. I'm a little sick. I'm supposed to be happy that my kids are going back to school and they getting up out of my house and they about to meet new friends and get this education and be involved in sports and all of this stuff. But all of the campaigns were dark. Like, oh, your kid needs this special backpack because it's bulletproof and they can put it over their body and these kids need these whistles.
Instead of them doing what they need to be doing, which is gun control.
Yes.
They want to have us have our kids in bulletproof raincoats. And all of this stuff, instead of just saying, hey, why don't we take some of these guns why do you need to have an AR-15 for regular use? I mean, why do you need to, even if it's not complete gun control, at least why do you need that? You can have your little pistols and self-defense stuff. Why do you need assault rifles? Man. Just for regular.
And start locking the parents up as well, because where are the kids getting the guns from? Because it's usually from their parents, like, gun seller.
Yeah. And they give them to their kids. The
last mass shooting before this one, the dude's
got it for
mother,
Christmas or
the
something?
dude's mother was a sheriff.
Yeah.
And he took her gun.
Yeah.
So it's like, come on, man.
Yep. We got to get ready to take care of some bills. Sister Lorena Starvery, great morning. I see you on the YouTube page. Sean, great morning. He said Hurricane Chris is trash. His song's trash.
Oh, he is not listening to
Reginald Jones, great morning. Love you. Appreciate
That song was
you.
hot.
We got to get ready to take care of some bills. It's Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. The call-in number, 833-212-1017. Are your children prepared? What is your steps to take if you do end up getting that text or an email saying that there's been a school shooting at your son or daughter's school? We'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
If you have built-in advantages as a white person that you just have, and it's not like a white kid has sat down when they're young and said, okay, white kid, you have all these advantages. They just exist. It's built into the fabric of what America is. And I don't expect them to want to willingly give up their advantages. Just like I don't expect someone who is successful to share the secrets of their success. I expect successful people to gatekeep.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Talk to these people in terms of how do I register for this program despite my reservations and my previous experiences of rejection?
Yes, I tell anybody and everybody that you can buy a house. It may take somebody longer than the other person depending on what your circumstances is with your credit and income and affordability, but you can purchase a house. The first step would be is to register for our program. You can come to our office, 7830 West Burleigh Street, or you can give us a call at 414-461-6330, or just go onto our website, hri-wi.org. Register for the first-time home buyer education workshop. That's going to be your first step to home ownership. During that class, you're going to learn everything that you need to know from A to Z, how to get approved for a house, how to look for a house and put an accepted offer, and how to close on a home.
Marquette University High School football lives here. Catch all the action of Hilltoppers football on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Tune in this Friday night as the Hilltoppers travel north to take on the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Join our coverage starting at 6:30 p.m., leading up to kickoff at 7 p.m. Marquette University High School football is presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. And sponsored by Left's Lucky Town, C.J. Schmidt, Capital Insurance Agency, Boyle Fredrickson, Annex Wealth Management, Magic Production, Productions and Burghardt Sporting Goods.
Fall in Milwaukee, where the air is crisp, the drinks are cold, and the good times are just heating up. Stroll Milwaukee's lakefront and explore its parks as they burst into a kaleidoscope of golds, ambers, and reds. Raise a glass at a beer garden that feels like a neighborhood block party, Milwaukee style. And just as the temps fall, Brewers baseball is turning up the heat. October dreams are made right here. This season, every color, every cheer, every sip, it all comes together in Milwaukee. Craft your perfect getaway at visitmilwaukee.org.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Seriously injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
We're black. The legendary Home Blow, along with
Taylor Lewis Allen.
And
the legendary Dame Elsie in the building.
And we are the cousin subs of the day. I am a pepperoni milks.
I am a club sub.
I am a chicken noodle soup with a Diet Coke on the side.
There it is. You got to put your hand up, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you were doing a little dance before,
chicken
wasn't
noodle
you?
soup.
Chicken noodle
Yeah, what you doing? Yeah, you was doing a little dance. So Dane was doing a
Let
dance.
him rain.
But we're talking about a real serious situation here, and parents or grandparents or guardians, are your children prepared? And have you, besides if the school, have you checked with the school and found out what their plan is? Because oftentimes we hear parents or guardians saying that we didn't know nothing about it. We learned about it when we saw the news there, or this, that, and the other. So have you put the pressure on, hey, I need to know what y'all plan is in the event of a shooting or
about to
active
protect my
shooter?
baby.
Yeah. And so have you done that? Because it's
almost like a question you got to ask.
Yeah, man, but because we tend to be such a reactive society as opposed to being proactive.
So,
about
like,
it.
when you're taking your kid to sign them up for school, like Kayla was just saying, she just signed her son up. If you're taking your kid and you sign up for school, it's almost like a question you got to ask.
Yeah.
What are your safety concerns?
Protocol.
Yeah.
What's your safety protocol?
What you gonna do to protect my child
what's your
while
safety
he in this
protocol?
building? Which hall for 8 hours?
Yeah, because like I said, like I was telling you on the break, I had a friend, and when they were sending their kid to school, it literally caused anxiety in them, the fear of, something happening in these schools, because this is around the time it was really like 2019, it was jumping off.
Yeah.
And so it's like, what do I do? I can't, you have that anxiety because you can't protect your kid in school. So you have to make sure that when they're in that school that they have protocols to protect their kids. Like in this situation, I think he shot them through the windows or something like that.
Yeah. While they were praying. They were praying.
The person wasn't even inside of the school?
No, the Annunciation
Oh,
School.
my God.
He shot them through the windows while they were praying.
So you don't even know
We
that
coming
it's
from
coming.
different. I thought that this person went into the school.
Nope.
Like,
No, he shot him
He
through
shot
the window.
through the window.
what do we do?
You know what I mean?
That adds a whole nother level
Right.
of anxiety.
Right.
At MPS schools, our windows is bulletproof. You can't get through them windows. It take hell of high water to get through the MPS school windows. But I'm just saying, in general, though, still, what do you? This kid wasn't even in the school, so maybe the Annunciation School had done all it needed to do to keep this type of person out.
Right.
And so then he just went to the nearest window, saw some kids in there praying in the morning. And let loose.
Regulations don't go into effect until something happens that is out of the ordinary. Now, they probably gonna go say, okay, now we need to bulletproof our windows. We need to do X, Y, and Z. Maybe
The
put a
reactive.
perimeter. Yep.
The reactive.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? And my thing is this: when you get too comfortable and content and relaxed, they've heard about and I think that this is a telltale sign. Dang, because you mentioned this is their fourth one.
Their fourth one in Minnesota.
So if
Just in Minnesota.
This year.
So if anybody should have been like, hey, everybody needs to follow this safety protocol. What do you have in place just in case? We've had four. so, I think it's that mentality that we have that it's not going to happen to us. But if you had something in your state that has happened 4 times already, I'm going to be on high alert.
And listen,
I'm going to be on high alert.
This kid, his mother worked at the school from 2016 to 2021. He went to the school
right
for some years. So it was like they were a part of the community. So you mean to tell me, and I always say this, in these situations, you mean to tell me nobody saw signs of whatever this dude was on?
I feel like we can't say that because a lot of people don't exhibit signs. Yeah, they may be reserved
but
or
that's not true. But that's not true.
This dude wrote a whole manifesto.
Not only that, Dame, he had been making posts on social media.
Well, this is a different story.
Talking about what he was going to do.
This dude had a whole
made
manifesto.
Posts. So that don't apply. That's why I'm like, no. In this one, it don't apply.
Get him. Go get him.
And some of the other mass shootings that they've had at schools, they were making posts of what they were going to do.
And nobody reporting it.
And listen. When they do that type of stuff, I had a young fella who, I do some mentoring. I had a young fella that sent somebody a picture of a gun. He's a young Latino brother. They arrested him, got him, he in the system, and all he did was it was a crop picture that he took off the internet and just sent it to somebody. We got here people actually making posts about doing stuff with these guns and taking pictures. This man posted on YouTube, he had it, and this might have been after the fact, but he had on there stuff written on clips. Like get clapped and had other messages. Where's your God written on banana clips and stuff. So somebody saw this. The authorities dropped the ball, and I hate to point fingers in the situation where people have passed, but when you're playing Monday morning quarterback in this situation, but somebody saw this. Somebody saw it and didn't think it was serious and didn't want to relay the message to the right person.
It ain't no way that I'm seeing that post on social media and the kid is like, oh yeah, I can't wait to go to my school and do X, Y, and Z. And I'm not like taking a screenshot of that and showing it to the proper people. Like, what's up?
That's real talk.
Well, I'm a part of Conforce MKE Von Mays, and it's a lot of us, and it's different areas of it. So we have like emergency areas, we have different things, and oftentimes we will end up getting screenshots of people who have posted that they're going to do something at this school, they're going to do something. And because of, we don't take any of it lightly, you know what I'm saying? We got people that are connected to, where we like, oh, let's hurry up and send this to this person, or send this to law enforcement, send this to talk to the school. And have y'all seen this post, this, that, and the other, where they telling people don't go to school because tomorrow it's going down, this, that, and the other. And I think that we can't afford to cry wolf. You know what I mean? Where they ain't gonna really do that, this, that, and the other. I think you have to take
one time.
Because we got to take every threat serious. You know what I mean? So I don't want to hear nobody say, "Well, we get about a bunch of." I don't care, because the time that you don't pay attention to it could be the time. It could be that one day.
There was a post on social media maybe like three weeks ago, and a young lady was upset with her boyfriend, so she made a post and she lied and she put her address and everything on there and said he was trying to harm her and the kids. So the police went out there, the news went out there, so many people reposted it and was like, no, like, let's go save her, like, let's make sure that she's okay. The whole time she was crying wolf. So people feel like maybe the resources were in vain, but I need everybody to show up every single time just like that. Because, this lady was crying wolf and she needs to get whatever punishment is coming her way for that. But we need to show up for our community every time we see something like that.
Absolutely.
Every single time.
I agree. Because again, as Dame said, it would be that one time that you'd be like, "Oh man, we always
talk like that.
We done seen 9 of them posts already, man, and ain't nothing happened
for attention."
And then when you end up hearing about something happening at that school, you're like, "Oh, dude was serious," "Oh, girl was serious." It's like, too little, too late. By then, too little, too late. And some people don't look at the fact like, okay, well, my kid was safe, but what about the person or the children that
Your
weren't
kid
safe?
may have
You feel
been
what I'm saying?
spared. Their life may have been spared,
Right.
but now their mental is shaken.
Right. They traumatized.
Yeah.
They traumatized. And when we talk about this, when we end up coming black, Kayla, we had a chance to talk earlier about training. And it's crazy when you got to say training, but it's necessary of some children that are in the inner city. Because I know some families that when they hear gunshots and they're so common in their community that they done taught all of the kids and they themselves, they crawl around the house. They live on the floor. They got to crawl to the bathroom because the gun violence and the shooting is so common. And I always make a point to not say normal because then you kind of give it into it.
Yeah.
It's common. It's common. But when you say normal, no, because there are places where they don't have to do that at all. They can leave their bikes out on the grass. You can see the real picture window. But we got to get ready to take care of some bills. You are listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. We are inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. We've got Kayla. We've got the legendary Dame Elsie and the legendary Home Blow Will Be Black.
August is Black Business Month, and the award-winning 1017 The Truth is teaming up with Associated Bank to celebrate the excellence of Black-owned businesses in our community. Together, we are committed to uplifting local organizations and supporting Black businesses, and this is why I will be hosting a Black Business Spotlight show on Tuesday, August 26th from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. I will spotlight 3 locally owned Black businesses and tell their story of success. Whatever your financial needs are, Associated Bank can help. Member FDIC.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments. Behind the Bucks is Bucks history, like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
At Hazelden Betty Ford, treating mental health isn't just about breaking old patterns. It's about braving new ones. As the leader in alcohol and drug treatment for 75 years, we know caring for addiction, anxiety, depression, and trauma goes hand in hand. We're here for you with new tools when life breaks down. Discover your path to better mental health at hazeldenbettyford.org/Wisconsin. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
The biggest snowflakes out here are always been the white Republicans who are so gung-ho on protecting the feelings of white kids while they ignore the needs of other kids. If Milwaukee's youth has a problem with fighting, well, white youth have a problem with being destructive and offensive. So it is sad that our government is actively working to de-emphasize educating and uplifting students of color in different backgrounds on college campuses. That emphasis is going to be diminished, and the only kids that will suffer will be our kids. They were willing to hold up the advancement of the state of Wisconsin because they disagree with DEI. What are white Republicans afraid of? Why are they afraid to face the fact that their grandmas and grandpapas were part of a system which purposely held black folks back and failed to give us the access that we deserve? Until these politicians stop ignoring these egregious acts of hate and racial incidents, America can never be great again.
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app. Join the movement. Listen to The Tori Lowe Show on 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, the locally owned Good Karma brand station.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
That one time.
am the legendary Home Blow.
I'm Kayla Lewis Allen.
And of course,
legendary Dame Elsie in the building.
Listen, I want to talk about the mass shootings that have taken place in the United States in 2025. And I'm going with starting on July 5th. Like these things are really going to blow some people's mind.
And that's only halfway through the year, just July.
Yeah, man.
And we only in the end of August.
Right. And I need.
So that's 2 months.
Yeah. And so, but the sad thing is, a lot of these we didn't even hear about, bro.
Oh, yeah, no.
We didn't even hear about them. Okay. So follow me, but you better not slip. July 5th in Cleveland, Ohio, 1 death, 5 injured. July 5th, Talladega, 4 killed. July 6th in Natoshi's, Louisiana, I guess, 1 death, 5 Nacogdoches. Okay. 5 injured. 1 dead, 5 injured. July 6th, Toledo, Ohio, 2 dead, 2 injured. July 7th, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 3 dead, 9 injured. Also July 7th, Philadelphia, 4 injured. July 7th, Akron, Ohio, 5 injured. July 7th, Los Angeles, California, 4 injured. July 8th, 4 killed in Burley, Idaho. July 12th, 6 injuries in Easton, Pennsylvania. July 12th, 2 killed, 3 injured, Milwaukee. OG Tweezy and Kevin Lewis, Bubs Dub. I told people from the beginning, I said, that's a mass shooting.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. July 12th, all these are 2025. Round Rock, Texas, 2 killed, 2 injured. July 12th, Chattanooga, 4 injured. July 13th, Houston, Texas, 2 killed, 15 injured. July 13th, Charlotte, North Carolina, 1 killed, 5 injured. July 13th, Lexington, Kentucky, 2 killed, 3 injured. July 15th, Bronx, New York, 4 injured. July 19th, 1 dead, 3 injured, Cleveland, Ohio. July 19th, 4 injured in Little Rock, Arkansas. July 19th, Cordova, Tennessee, 1 dead, 4 injured. July 19th, Chicago, Illinois, 1 dead, 3 injured. July 20th, Chicago, Illinois, 4 injured. July 20th, Waynesboro, 5 injured. July 23rd, 1 dead, 3 injured in Needles, California. July 24th, 1 dead, 5 injured in Atlanta, Georgia. July 24th, 4 injured, Philadelphia. July 26th, 2 dead, 2 injured, Philadelphia. July 26th, 4 injured, Yazoo City. July 27th, 1 dead, 4 injured, Flint, Michigan. July 27th, 4 injured, Chicago, Illinois. July 27th, 5 injured, Indianapolis. July 27th, 2 dead, 5 injured, Mount Vernon, Illinois. July 27th, 4 injured, Denver, Colorado. July 28th, 1 dead, 10 injured, Atlanta, Georgia. July 28th, 3 dead, 3 injured, Reno, Nevada. July 28th, 2 dead, 2 injured, Detroit, Michigan. July 28th, 4 dead, 2 injured, New York, New York. July 29th, 4 dead, Tiptonville, Tennessee. July 30th, 6 injured in Philadelphia. July 30th, 4 injured in Atlanta, Georgia. Now coming to August. This is crazy.
This is crazy.
August 1st, 4 dead, Anaconda, MT. August 2nd, 6 injured, Omaha, Nebraska. August 2nd, 5 injured, Harvey, Illinois. August 3rd, 4 injured, Iowa City. August 3rd, 4 injured, Virginia Beach, Virginia. August 4th, 2 dead, 6 injured, Los Angeles, California. August 6th, 5 injured, Fort Stewart, Georgia. August 7th, 2 dead, 2 injured, Cleveland, Ohio. August 9th, 4 injured, Midland, Texas. August 9th, 1 dead, 5 injured, Baltimore, Maryland. And I'm almost caught up. Not yet, though. But we're in August. August 10th, 4 injured, Chicago, Illinois. August 10th, 1 dead, 5 injured, Chicago, Illinois. August 10th, 8 injured, Jackson, Mississippi. August 11th, 5 injured in Chicago, Illinois. August 16th, 4 injured, Chicago, Illinois. August 16th, 5 injured in Grandview, Washington. August 16th, 5 injured in Indianapolis. August 16th, 5 injured in Saginaw, Michigan. August 17th, 1 dead, 11 injured in Brooklyn, New York. August 17th, 1 dead, 4 injured in Prentiss, Mississippi. Coming to the final page, I think. Final page.
After 30 pages.
Yeah. It's just sad. August 17th, 1 dead, 3 injured, Richmond, Virginia. August 18th, 1 dead, 3 injured, Mount Carbon, West Virginia. August 22nd, 2 dead, 2 injured, Perry, Florida. August 22nd, 4 injured, Bronx, New York. August 23rd, 1 dead, 4 injured, Bronx, New York. August 24th, 2 dead, 3 injured, Kansas City, Missouri. August 24th, 4 injured, Hagerstown, Maryland. August 26th, 5 injured, Los Angeles, California. August 26th, 1 dead, 6 injured, Minneapolis, Minnesota. August 27th, 2 dead, 17 injured, Minneapolis, Minnesota.
We got somebody in the YouTube chat said, "Where was the news?"
Listen.
Where was the news?
Hey, we've got Mahdi that has been holding on the Truth Talk text lines. The number in the Truth Talk text lines are open, 833-212-1017. Great morning, Mahdi. Love you, appreciate you. What's your truth?
Man, we love you. We love you, Homer Blow. We love you, man. Me and you met at the Beyond the Mics last year.
Okay, that part.
I love you, the young lady and the young brother. I just wanted to speak that we as Americans and black folks, why do we have to just sit and be put in submission before we get involved? Like you're always involved in the community, and the brother right there and the sister, y'all involved in the community. Why do black folks have to be put in submission before you get involved? I'm originally from the south side of Chicago. We had over 6,600 deaths, homicides, within the last 10 years. You can do the math. Why do Mr. Trump, the orange man, whatever you want to call him, why do we have to bring the National Guards in to do something that we supposed to be doing amongst ourselves? We're supposed to police ourselves. But see, we don't want to take on the responsibility of policing our community. So guess what? America is under judgment. It ain't nothing you're gonna be able to do about it. Allah is not playing with America. Allah done playing. So if you love your kids, you love your neighbors, you love your fellow brothers and sisters, you embrace them. When I see these young brothers out here with guns, I don't run from them. I hug these brothers, and I let them know I done been on both sides, brother. I did 12 straight years in prison, okay? My brother been down for 35, going 36 years. I make $2,000 a day. Most of the time, legally. You know what I'm doing. I'm in my dump truck. I'm doing my home improvement business. I keep the money rolling.
Yeah.
I ain't just making babies in the community. I'm making things happen out here, and I'm helping our people. So, black people, if you're tired of pain, if you're tired of torment, if you're tired of being a victim, if you're tired of your brokenness, you got to get up and get involved because America's under judgment, and Allah is not playing. Assalamu alaikum to my brothers and my sisters. I love y'all, and I will keep on listening.
Well, alaikum salam, Mahdi. Love you, appreciate you. But yeah, I just had to share the paperwork with the legendary Dame Elsie, and now Kayla is going through it. What I was just reading, and it's just like, wow, you feel what I'm saying? And it started basically July 5th is when they started with the numbers.
It ain't even been 2 months. That ain't even a year.
Right.
It ain't even a full year that we looking at all of these numbers.
Right.
And what is happening? What is going on? Why is there so much violence? And I think that I always take it back to the mental health of our community. What is going on?
I've just been informed by Andrew, it's 33 pages for the whole year. Like 33.
33 pages.
33 pages of mass shootings.
Right.
Where I guarantee you where all of the weapons that were used were, automatic
switches,
weapons,
you know what I mean?
and all of that stuff.
Illegal stuff.
It wasn't like somebody just had a 38.
Right.
And was just going through shooting people, and so I always, we're dealing with a society where violence is normalized, and I think because violence is normalized, we ask, why didn't we know about all of this? Because it's no longer the front page of the news, because it's normal now. The news only wants to deal with stuff that is sensationalized, right?
The hottest stories.
The hottest stories. So if they can't grab your attention with 3 dead in Minnesota or 4 dead in wherever, then that's not going to be on the news no more. That's nothing to be seen. We need to desensitize. We need to become more sensitive to that type of stuff. We've been desensitized. We need to become more sensitive too. And how do we do that? You know what I'm saying? We need to get all of these guns. I'm just gonna say it. We need to get all of these guns off the streets. I'm a proponent of going like they do in Great Britain and in European countries, where if you got a gun, that's time. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, I do a lot of traveling, and I can't remember where, but the police didn't even have guns.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. In Paris or something like that.
In Europe, most places in Europe, the police don't have guns.
No.
Yeah.
Because the guns aren't as widespread as they are here.
Absolutely.
It sounds crazy.
Yeah, we got to get ready to take care of some bills. Callers, we see you. Security Mike and Al on the Truth Talk text line, 833-212-1017. We got to take care of some bills, but we'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Need a way to hype up your day?
Hey, is this Carolyn?
It is.
Congratulations, Carolyn. You just won this money.
Woo!
God is good all the time.
What would you do with $5,000?
I'm going to buy my nieces some school clothes because my nephew just passed away. So I'm going to get them some clothes.
Stay tuned into 101.7 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
It's 101.7 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. It all started with a new invention in 1925, the roll screen. The ability to roll a window screen up and down like a shade. Pella invested in this breakthrough when the business was born in Pella, Iowa, and has introduced the world to innovation, game-changing decisions ever since. They've been at it for a century. When you want long-lasting comfort and reliability, it's easy to trust Pella. Every piece is specifically constructed for you and your home, and always designed with innovation and rigorously tested for quality and performance. The Pella team takes pride in constructing quality windows and doors with meticulous attention to every detail. Investing in new Pella windows and doors creates long-term energy savings and durability that lasts for years. There's no reason to wait, because if you order by August 31st, get 0% interest for up to 60 months. Certain restrictions apply. Yes, that's up to 5 years with no interest payments, so don't miss out. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Looking to save on gently used kids' clothing, toys, books, and baby gear? Just Between Friends, Milwaukee County is helping families say yes. From September 18th to the 21st at Wisconsin State Fair Expo Center, shop thousands of items in one place. September 18th is pre-sale day. Pay tickets online, get first pick, plus free tickets for first-time parents, grandparents, veterans, first responders, teachers, and daycare directors. Consign your gently used items, earn 60%, and shop early with a friend. For more information, go to Milwaukee County, JBFSale.com. Families helping families.
Tired of hearing no from other banks? No to a loan? No to a checking account? Just no? At Brewery Credit Union, we find ways to say yes. Yes to second chances. Yes to rebuilding credit. Yes to helping you save, borrow, and thrive. Work with our credit specialists and move your financial life forward. Brewery Credit Union, Milwaukee's best place to borrow and save. Visit brewerycu.com. That is brewerycu.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
This summer, your wishes take center stage at WishFest at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Play your favorite games with your Potawatomi Rewards card all summer for over $1 million in prizes and earn entries into the WishFest prize drawings on Friday, September 26th. Your entries from July, August, and September all count. Plus, 5 lucky winners will have their ultimate wish granted. Wish big, win big. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
The Truth is the proud home of Marquette University High School football. Tune in this Friday night as the Marquette High Hilltoppers look to rebound from last week's tough loss when they head up north to take on the Fond du Lac Cardinals. The broadcast gets going with the Hilltoppers pregame show at 6:30 p.m. with kickoff set for 7 p.m. Friday night football on The Truth is presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
One call, that's all. We're back. It is your man, Dame Elzy, the legendary Dame Elzy. We have the legendary
Homer Blow.
And we have the soon-to-be legendary
Kayla Lewis Allen.
There you go. And we're back on 101.7 The Truth. Hey, listen, let me just say this. We talking about gun control before we went to the break. But, Andrew, throw up that picture of the clip my man had with the writings on it. Y'all can see it on y'all screens if you're on
YouTube. Yeah.
Listen, look at this. Look at this. Look. He took the time to write messages on each one of these clips. He's got an array of clips. Mm-hmm. One of them asks, "Where is your God now?" You know what I'm saying? One of them said,
"For the children."
For the children. The clip is for the children. Now he posted this.
And laughing.
He posted all of this on YouTube before he went and did whatever he did. Yep. And again, I'm saying, the NRA and the gun lobbies and the politicians that they pay off will flip it and be like, okay, mental health.
Right.
Of course he had a mental health problem.
Right.
But a lot of people in America and a lot of people in the world have mental health problems. But if they didn't have access to these guns, then we wouldn't have to deal with the consequences of their mental health problems, right? Mm-hmm. If he didn't have access to ARs and whatever type of weapon he used to kill these children in one fell swoop, if he didn't have access to that, what, he gonna run up and stab somebody? Yeah, you can do that, but that's one person, as opposed to him taking out a whole classroom full of kids, you know?
Yep. We're going to go to the Truth Talk text lines, 833-212-1017. Security Mike, thank you for your patience, for holding during the break. I love you. I appreciate you. What's your truth?
How y'all doing this morning? I think we wasn't getting anything in the news about this because of this administration. I know they would have to address it. Because if it was the last administration and this was happening every day like this, Biden and them would have been shooting something out there for them to come up with some type of laws or something, not just sit back idle with this stuff. But I knew this would happen. I knew it would be an uptick of mass shootings when the Trump administration got back in there. And it ain't going to stop because they're not even trying to address the situation. We ain't even know nothing about all of this.
Right.
Man, you ran off of stuff every day. My birthday was on August 3rd. You ran off about 3 or 4 mass shootings that particular day.
Yeah.
All the way up until now.
Yeah.
This is crazy, man. This is crazy. And I don't think it was happening like this with the last administration. Keep up the good work.
All right, thank you. Going to Al. Al, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. What's your truth, Al?
Well, the truth is, we know this ain't no migrant issue. We know this ain't no black people issue, and we're not going to give him a pass and say this is mental health because a lot of them is raised like that. So my question is where are you right nationalist Christians? Okay? Where y'all coming in with your Bible verses? Because y'all always talk about the rights of the Bible of God, and this the guy y'all push? Y'all pretty tight-lipped, gorilla lip today, probably sitting there with oil thrash and monkeypox. I want to see what's going on. We know this ain't no walking, no DEI, and let's keep it 100. Y'all raise them little heathen bastards you got with all this hate. So why don't get quiet now? Don't be like you farted and you didn't say excuse me, because I'm gonna say excuse me, miss. You did that. Have a good day.
I love you, Al. I love you, Al. I love you, Al.
Listen, if you see the picture of the young fella, the man, the murderer that did it, he looked like one of them people from Children of the Corn. He's red. He's a red.
That's true.
He looks like the dude from Children of the Corn.
That's true.
And that's trivial, and that has nothing to do with it. But I'm just saying, listen, man. There are countries and parts of the world where they have no mass shootings.
Mm-hmm.
None of this happens, right? Why? What are they doing that we aren't doing? We have embraced gun culture.
Yeah.
Because of the way that we have been brought up, and the way the gun lobby has twisted everything American. Is like, if you don't have a gun, you're not American.
I was just gonna say the guns
you gotta
are
have
American.
a gun
Yeah.
Right. It's you're not American if you don't have a gun. We need to change that all the way. But we can't do that with Trump and them in office, because that's where they getting a lot of their money from.
Yeah.
And this dude was we saw the messages he had written on the clips, and then he went on to say this what I'm about to do isn't because of racism, and isn't because of white supremacy. Come on, man. You got anti-Semitic stuff on there. You got all of this stuff on there, and where like Al just said, where are the white Christian nationalists now? You know, why aren't they up? This man is one of y'all. Mm-hmm. He killed a whole bunch of y'all, and killed a couple of y'all, shot up a whole room of y'all that were praying.
Yeah.
He was praying, and that still doesn't move the needle for you to want gun control? Come on, man.
He was definitely trying to prove a point.
We're going to go back to the Truth Talk text lines. We've got Al from Sherman Park. Great morning. I love you. I appreciate you. What's your truth?
Well, good morning, everyone. There's been an uptick in this transgender, how can I say, perpetrators of mass shootings.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen a couple shooting kids in religious schools. I think they may have an anger towards religion.
Yeah.
So was this guy transgender?
They were.
Yeah. He was Robert, and remember when I was saying he was Robert, and then he was Robin.
His mother
so I don't
changed
know
his name to Robin. So he was transitioning.
So yeah. So
he was transgender. But I think there needs to be some psychological testing before you can own a gun.
Oh, absolutely.
Now in my community, my neighbors will tell you they have guns, but that's for their protection. And we do have the Second Amendment, and it is there to protect you and to protect us if we ever have a threat against the government. I know we like to use hyperbole and talking about a dictator, but if we ever have a true dictator, you'll want to be able to protect yourself if that dictator comes for you.
We got
all right
now.
Thank you.
Listen, so they changed his name. I saw that they changed his name from Robert to Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Robin is a unisex name, so they changed his name from Robert to Robin in 2019.
But then when they said Robin, though, they said she. That's why I said that, because when he changed it from Robert, they said she, Robin.
So what we have here is a transgender, racist, anti-Semitic person.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Reginald Jones on the YouTube page. So y'all remember that NRA slogan, if guns are outlawed, only outlaws will have guns. Chew on that one thoroughly for a while. We have another caller on our Truth Talk text lines, 833-212-1017. Allen, great morning. I love you. I appreciate you. What's your truth?
My truth is that guns stop violence. These people, somebody else just stated, the other guy, Al from, I'm in Sherman Park, too, up on the north part of Sherman by Havenwoods. But these freaks, what they do is there's something messing with their head with this transgender stuff, and they're never going to tell you the truth about it. There's a war going on. Joe Biden declared war on the Catholic Church. They were arresting us. They were arresting people for protesting abortion. They have an agenda. The agenda is to take God out of our society. Now, if you're a Muslim, you can have bells, you can do whatever you want to do. But if you're a Catholic, you have to kowtow to these blanks. I'm going to tell you what. For a while, they tried to shut down our churches during the fake COVID, right? But you could still go to Walmart, you could still do anything. the country has been inundated with a bunch of weirdos. And unless we get the hold of it, it's going to get away from us. But I will tell you this. I was a teacher. And when I was in the rooms, when I was in the building, when there was a problem, they would call me. They'd say, Mr. So-and-so, can you do a thing to come down to the office for irate parents or any nonsense? And when the kids were with me, these are little kids. When they were with me, we've had stranger dangers and shutdowns and such when I worked. They told me. They said, what? I said, aren't you guys scared? And they said, well, no. And I said, why? And they said, you won't let anybody hurt us. And that's a tremendous burden to have on you as a human being. But I would not allow anybody to hurt another person. I might hate you, and I would not let anybody do what these freaks are doing. They're trying to apologize for these people. Why don't they have some time for inner unity? They're not after inner unity. They're after the Catholic Church. They massacred these people. And you know what? There's more and more because there's a hatred in our society for anything good. These people hate God. They hate me. They probably hate you. They hate my wife. They hate us all.
Okay, Alan. Thank you. Thank you for your call. You take us right to the break. So I'm going to let everybody
cook. The most interesting thing about that call was he said he was a teacher.
Yep, absolutely. We're going to let both of y'all. Kayla, I want to hear you cook. Legendary Dave Elsie, I want you to cook when we come back. And the True Talk text lines are lit up. So when we come back, I'm going to let Kayla cook. I'm going to let the legendary Dave Elsie cook. And then we're going to go to the True Talk text lines, 833-212-1017. We'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
The Humane Animal Welfare Society, HAWS, believes in keeping pets healthy and families together. No one should have to choose between rent and veterinary care. The Wellness Clinic at Hawes Animal Shelter in Waukesha offers important basics of dog and cat care to our community. Pet owners can schedule general exams, sick visits, receive vaccinations, even get preventatives and nail trims. Appointments are available weekdays and can be scheduled by calling 262-542-8852. Contact Hawes of Waukesha today for your pet's care.
Marquette University High School football lives here. Catch all the action of Hilltoppers football on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Tune in this Friday night as the Hilltoppers travel north to take on the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Join our coverage starting at 6:30 p.m., leading up to kickoff at 7 p.m. Marquette University High School football is presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. And sponsored by Left's Lucky Town, C.J. Schmidt, Capital Insurance Agency, Boyle Fredrickson, Annex Wealth Management, Magic Productions, and Burghardt Sporting Goods.
This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 1017 The Truth.
And what are some of the ways that you're inspiring people? Because, one of the biggest opportunities, in particular in the African-American community, is access, exposure, and awareness.
For Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin, we've been here 76 years.
Wow.
And our mantra is saving the lives you love. So if someone you love needs a blood transfusion and they're in any hospital in Southeast Wisconsin here, that blood's coming from us. And so we're trying to make sure that we're communicating that, because I think folks maybe don't understand that blood can't be manufactured. And summers are always tough because schools are out and we collect about 20 to 25% of our blood from schools. Mm-hmm. So it's always a day-to-day struggle. We say that the blood that's on the shelves is the blood that saves lives. And a lot of times people are compelled to donate when something bad happens. And our mission and our job is to educate folks so that we can get ahead of the curve and keep 3 days of inventory on the shelves. Mm-hmm. So we're in a decent spot right now, but we're on the streets every day trying to inspire people to join our mission. One of our big projects that we're proud of is Versity on King, which is part of the Thrive On collaboration in the Gimbel Schuster building on Martin Luther King Drive. And next year, we're going to open a destination center there. It'll be a blood donation center, but it'll be more than that, because we've realized that we can't be transactional with our relationships in the Black community. We need to do things that are intentional and that show that we're there to stay. But the reason that we're there is because not enough people that look like us donate. And so for disorders like sickle cell disease that disproportionately affect us, the race can matter. But I like to say that, Black folks have a superpower in their blood. 44% of Black blood donors will have this rare trait that makes their blood more likely to be able to be a match for a sickle cell patient. And that 44%, that is way higher than what we would find in other races.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit versity.org today.
We
You do still have an accident on eastbound 94 right about at Hawley Road, off on the right shoulder. Delays coming in from 84th Street past that point to about 35th. Westbound side slowing from 35th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. Also a crash on 894 westbound right about at Loomis, off on the right shoulder. Looks like 3 cars in a squad, so something to keep in mind. Everybody's going past that without too much of an issue. We do have delays northbound 4394 coming out of the Mitchell Interchange on the Plainfield Curve up past Oklahoma Avenue. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast today, slight chance for showers, breezy, cooler, a high of 71. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 55. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
We're black. Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. I'm going to try to make sure we maximize this time as best we can. So I'm getting ready to go to Kayla, and I'm going to let her cook, and then we're going to bring in the male sous chef, the legendary Dame Elsie. But Kayla, is your mic on? That makes sure.
There we go.
There we go. There we go. Okay. What's your thoughts on our last Truth Nation caller?
I just feel like we're going to have to do a better job at who in these schools, for one. But we got to do a better job at just taking these guns back. I don't want to too much speak on the last caller because he was kind of all over the place for me. But we just got to do a better job at taking these guns out of our communities, making sure that our families, our students are able to go to school. This is the beginning of the school year. We're on the cusp of all of the kids getting back into their routines and getting back into school. And the first thing you hear is that there was a mass shooting at a school. That can be very traumatizing to a kid. So preparing our children, doing those drills at home, talking to the kids about what they need to do to remain safe, how they need to get in contact with you, and all of those things. And even having those drills at home is very, very important. I was talking to Homer before we got the show started and said, when we moved to Milwaukee, I'm from Newark, Ohio originally, but when we moved to Milwaukee, we lived on the north side of Milwaukee, and my mom is from this rural area in Ohio. So she never experienced anything like this city life stuff before. So when we got to Milwaukee, there was a lot of like shootings and stuff like that. So my mom started doing gun drills with me very, very early in life. And I think that prepared me just for the world and what it was. So I think that being able to have those drills with your kids at home about, hey, we in the classroom, let's play school for a minute. We in the classroom, they say that it's a lockdown or you hear some shooting, what do you do? And just preparing them in that way, because that's all we can do, because they clearly ain't taking the guns off the streets.
The legendary Dame Elsie. Time for you to turn the stove on.
Let me say this. That person that just called and ranted and raved about whatever the hell he was talking about.
Yeah.
Transgender agendas and this, that, and the other, and woo wham, and that's my Milwaukee talk for my people. Listen, the most interesting thing, and I said this for the break, that man said he was a teacher.
Yeah.
So he was in the classrooms. He had the minds of children. That is a problem. And he's talking about the transgenders and them shooting up schools, and the last couple of shootings have been done by transgenders and people going against the Catholic religion and this, that, and the other and the third. Listen, if you want to fear something in this country, fear the angry white man.
Mm-hmm.
Fear. That's who I'm scared of. I ain't scared of Man and them down the street. I ain't scared of my little cousin name is Man. No harm. I'm not scared of nobody else. I'm scared of the angry white man coming into a public place and airing it out. Let's just be 100. So let's not point fingers at the transgenders. Let's not point fingers at the militant Muslims. Let's not point fingers at, because none of them people are the ones on that list that Homer read. I guarantee you 95% of them was an angry white man that had done it.
Yeah.
Let's be 100. And if you don't realize that, and then what you have with Trump in office is the riling up of making the white man feel he has been disenfranchised in America, which is what they say the greatest crime the devil ever did was make people think he didn't exist.
Yes, sir.
Second to that is making the white man in America feel like he's disenfranchised, because there's no way you can feel disenfranchised as a white man in America. That's impossible. But Trump has managed to do that, and in doing so, they have created a whole class of angry white men that this fringe population comes out and they shoot stuff up. Dating all the way back to Timothy McVeigh blowing up buildings and all of this other stuff, right? So we have to talk about the elephant in the room, which is that. We also have to talk about the elephant in the room, which is gun control and gun lobbies. Let's stop putting it off on everything else. The transgender this, the Catholic agenda, this and this and this. No, it's too many guns out here.
Period.
Why? Because guns make money. So everything, I tell people this all the time. If you want to find out why something's going on, find out how much money it makes.
We're going to go to the Truth Talk text lines, 833-212-1017. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Gary, great morning. I love you. I appreciate you. What's your truth?
Hey, good morning. How you all doing this morning?
Bless.
You know what? I just wanted to say I give you big props for letting that idiot, and I'm going to say it just like that, idiot probably got a tendency toward racism and everything else. And you're right, talking about being a classroom teacher, indoctrinating these babies with that hatred and foolishness. But I want to give you props because you allowed him the space to talk. If that was conservative radio and somebody had an opposing view, the first thing they're going to do is screen you and shut you down and not give you the opportunity to speak. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you allow everyone to speak, regardless of what their beliefs are. You give people the opportunity to come on your show and speak. And again, if that was conservative radio, you wouldn't even get the opportunity because they are the ones that are doing all the indoctrinating, the hatred, and all this other foolishness.
Yeah, Gary, and it's on purpose because I always talk about, and I've been this way. We need to know like how people think, like because there's questions we can ask ourselves, like, well, who would do something like that? Who would say something like that? This, that, and the other. So we need to be able to hear the good, the bad, the ugly, and as long as he doesn't start violating FCC rules, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let him go ahead and get his cook on, but also we gonna get our cook on too. So we are all sous chefs in here. So we're gonna go back to the lines. We've got Mike. 833-212-1017. Great morning, Mike. I love you. I appreciate you. What's your truth?
All right. Yeah, I just wanted to clear a couple things up you had said earlier when I was listening. You were putting it on like white supremacy and on Trump. Now, this guy was a transgender, so he was LGBT. So he was for sure on the left.
No, he was.
And you said he was.
Don't say that.
You said it was racist because it was anti-Semitic.
No, we're not gonna say that. We're not gonna say that.
If you speak out against the country of Israel, that does not make you anti-Semitic.
That's not
when you're in the middle of committing a genocide.
I suggest
that is what he did. And he was LGBT.
I suggest you.
He was LGBT.
Listen,
and that's not the first one. That's not the first LGBT shooter.
Okay, hang on, Mike. Hang on, Mike. Mike. Hang on. We're not trying to hang up. We want to let the legendary Jay Nelson speak.
I said what you should do is go and read the language that he wrote on these clips, and go read the stuff that he has written in his manifesto, and then come back and have that conversation with us and tell us that he was on the left, and then we can have that conversation because you obviously haven't read that stuff, and we read it, and all of the language he's talking is very white supremacist. It's very anti-Semitic. It's all of the things that it's white nationalists.
And so need every side.
There's not a left white nationalist. That don't exist. So I'm just saying, just go read it and then come back. Holla back. That's all I'm saying.
Mike, you still there?
All right.
Okay. You got anything else you want to say? All right.
Well, he was definitely on the left. He's LGBT.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Let me just say this. The fact that people believe that just because somebody is
queer,
lesbian, gay, queer, transgender, that is a political stance.
It's not.
It's not.
Right.
I know we can point to a lot of, lesbian and queer and gay men and women who are just as racist.
Yeah.
As the day is long, and you're like, "How are you racist?"
Absolutely.
How is it? So don't just say that, man. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Kayla?
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing as Dame. Like, we can't just say because they are a part of a community that they are on the other side, because that doesn't mean that. It literally means that this is what I'm choosing to do with my lifestyle. This is the lifestyle that I'm choosing, but I could still be a racist. I could still be a bigot. I could still be all of these things. And like you said, we got to listen to the whole thing, or we got to read into the whole thing. We got to look at the manifesto that he left and just really, really figure it out.
People got to stop just looking at headlines.
Yeah.
Right. When you look at the headlines, that's what you see.
Yeah.
But if you read deeper, hit some of the links in the article.
Absolutely. And that's the thing.
He's going to tell on himself every time.
Right.
Or they are going to tell on their self every time.
Right. And that's the thing. Like, you really have to. We have a lot of people that are superficial. You say one little piece and then be like, oh, okay, this is what it was. We're like, no. Let's go deeper. Yeah. Let's go deeper. We have to be able to go deeper. And it's the reason that even though our producer, Andrew, was showing the stats on the YouTube page, I said, no, print those out.
Yeah, I need to see.
You know what I'm saying? I need to be able to let the people truly hear, because you may not be able to read it all on our YouTube page, but to hear it, that's when I saw people in the like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, they was going crazy.
For real? Yeah, because again, you have to dig deeper. You can put that. It's like a one verse Charlie. And those are Bible people that end up taking one verse, but then they don't talk about the things that were said leading up to that verse, and the things that come after that make it make sense.
Yeah,
put it in context.
There you go.
This is why I'm such a huge proponent of people, whether or not you're in school, you're out of school, you read stuff. You got to read some stuff. Man. And when you read stuff, you open your mind up to other stuff that you may not be like this information you're talking about with the mass shootings.
Yeah.
And stuff. When I was taking my master's classes, we did a paper on this type of stuff. So it's just opening, read, but you don't got to be in school to do that.
Right.
Read some stuff.
That's
read
if you really want to know. I feel like if you really want to know, you're going to dive into it. But people don't be wanting to know. They just want to yell off stuff. Yeah.
Yep. We got to get ready to take care of some more bills. It's getting warm in here. But we all good.
Oh, this lightweight.
That's how I feel too. Of course, we got to take care of some bills, but we'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back September 9th.
Churio sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Texas Rangers.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness. Third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in September 9th at 7:05 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Great impressions will exceed your expectations. Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
At Great Impressions Graphics and Printing, they've been proudly serving the community for over 26 years. From their location at the corner of 54th and Burleigh in Milwaukee, their dedication to quality and customer satisfaction has made them a trusted name in printing and design. Great Impressions offer a wide range of services, including banners, posters, yard signs, business cards, programs, and postcards. Plus, they specialize in custom apparel printing, perfect for family reunions, sports outings, business promotions, and more. For your next project, visit greatimpress.com. That's greatimpress.com. Great Impressions. They're here when you need them.
Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
What builds a strong financial future? It starts with small lessons, like saving a little each day.
With U.S. Bank award-winning digital tools, you can track, spend, and save all in one place. Every deposit, every decision turns small steps into lasting opportunities. At U.S. Bank, we're here to help you build healthy financial habits today so you can open new doors tomorrow. Building a future together. U.S. Bank, the power of us. Visit usbank.com/powerofus to learn more. Member FDIC.
Steinhaffel's biggest Labor Day sale ever is happening now. Save 10% off store-wide or use Steinhaffel's 60-month 0% financing and get $50 instant cash back for every $499 you spend. Plus, buy a premium mattress and get free premier delivery on your entire order. And get amazing doorbusters like a Sealy mattress for only $199 and sofas starting at just $299. Shop Steinhaffel's Labor Day sale in-store or online at steinhaffels.com.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
We're black. We are your cousin subs of the day. I am a club sub, the legendary Home Blow.
I'm a pepperoni meal, and I am Kayla Lewis Allen.
Dame Elsie.
The legendary
Dame Elsie, and I am chicken noodle soup.
I'm gonna need some of that.
Side. I'm still getting better. It's been running through. It's been running through everywhere. You know, my whole house is sick. You know, it been running through this building, and so everybody. We talked about it yesterday. Everybody just take precautions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please don't give it to me. I've been.
Listen, you don't want none of this.
It hit you hard. It hit like COVID, but it's not COVID though. But it hit, and maybe it's a new strand that doesn't just register on those COVID tests. But
Right.
It hit hard.
Because things are always mutating, and our producer Andrew would be like, "I'm glad I'm in here. I'm glad. I don't have to interact."
He's protected.
Right, absolutely. He's sealed
side
in.
of the glass.
He's sealed in. Andrew, how you doing this morning, man?
Doing great. It's a great show so far.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Andrew be Johnny on the spot with them graphics and all of that stuff. I appreciate that, brother.
Yeah. Would you tell us if it was a bad show? Because you said it's a great show so far. Like, would you tell us if it's a bad show?
If Dame sneezes on me after the show, we'll change our mind.
Listen, we gonna clean it up in here for y'all. We getting the Clorox wipes. We gonna wipe everything down in here before we leave.
Right, absolutely. Because we don't need Sherwin.
Germs.
Truth with Sherwin Hughes coming up at 9 a.m. and we don't need him coming in and like, what the hell is going on in here?
Right.
Like, you know what? I came in yesterday and I was good, but now
Sherwin
Think it's a dog.
Right. He'll do a whole 3 hours bashing us about how we made him sick.
No, we gonna clean it up. Where the Clorox wipes at?
You know that morning crew. They came in here
Cackling, hackling.
and I'm trying to figure it out.
My Sherwin impression is terrible.
Yeah, and Sherwin.
Anyway.
Andrew,
You thought it was? Andrew thought my impression was pretty good.
Oh, did he? Okay, let's see what Sherwin thinks.
Yeah.
Right.
See what Sherwin thinks. We're like, no.
You get somebody a microphone. That's what we was talking about mass shooting. I guess we're done with that now. But
we're rounded home.
Yeah, you get somebody a microphone, and then they can say what they want to say. And
Anything.
So Sherwin to be in here by himself with a microphone, by the time I get home, I'd have been called 3 fat.
Oh my God! You're like, hold on, Sherwin. Don't make me come back
on the radio.
up to the
Everybody
station.
laughing like, "Dog, Sherwin killing you." I'm like, what?
Hold on, don't make me come back up there.
That's my brother.
Be like, man, what I tell you what, I'll be a sub tomorrow too. So
yeah,
listen, he gonna need a sub if he get any of this.
Right. But yeah, this what's going around is crazy.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all coughing the proper way, because I think I was telling you that the other day. A lot of people don't cough like the proper way.
They just do it,
and they don't do the. You know what I'm saying? Like no.
They taught us that in school very early. Coughing to that elbow.
Yeah.
coughing to the elbow, not your hands,
'Cause it
because
gets
you're
the-
touching stuff.
Yeah, and you touching stuff, and then it gets your spray.
What about some people that can't reach their elbow? You know what I'm saying? Like some people got Tyrannosaurus Rex arms. You know what I'm saying? They like
your
their
elbow can't reach your mouth.
Yeah, I don't know.
Listen, bro. It's some people, man, that they like this.
That is a physical ailment.
Then you just ball up and you just cough into your, I don't know.
Where that elbow at? Where that elbow at?
I have no idea.
Come one time.
Yeah.
They be coughing all on their forearm and be like, what? Yay! The wipes are here. The wipes are here.
He put on the screen.
Oh,
you see
are
the
they
screen?
here? Yes, the wipes are here.
The wipes are here.
That was the graphic I was talking about yesterday that shows the
range of how it goes.
If you check us out on YouTube, y'all, and see what Andrew put up, the graphic that shows the range of germs that come when somebody just coughs normally.
It spreads everywhere. Y'all be safe out there. Make sure
There's
y'all
something
taking the
definitely going
precautions.
around.
Hey.
No, for real.
Take one and pass it around.
Listen, because when I first started feeling sick, I was like, I need some pho. Like, I need some pho immediately. Like, so I went to an all-night pho restaurant and got some pho to go.
Okay. Pass it around. Take one, pass it around. Yeah. But people take this serious.
What is your go-to medication over the counter when you get sick? Mine is Tussin. And you give me some Tussin, I'm straight.
Hey,
if I catch it early enough,
Tussin takes care of everything.
I had no Tussin.
I do not like medicine. I never have, so I thug it out the whole time.
Oh, see, I can't do that. Vicks
Oh
Vapor
yeah, maybe
Rub for you?
Vicks,
That's
maybe
cool.
some Vicks. But no, I don't do medicine. I get my orange juice. I do my turmeric, ginger.
Oh, you all
possibly.
natural.
Yeah, like I haven't.
I believe in all natural stuff too.
You might want to turn it off when you're doing that because I'm like, yeah, I might want to.
I said I'd like to change my answer before you asked.
Right. Just when we were doing great.
Listen.
Great, eh?
Y'all, we cleaning it up for y'all. We making sure that the people are not sick. Because y'all need the radio, right?
This is a public example of what y'all need to do. We're showing you on the radio.
Yep, just turn the mics off.
That just sounded crazy. I'm showing you.
I know.
I'm showing you
you're
on
showing
the
on the
radio.
YouTube.
And you can see what we're doing and how we're cleaning our areas. And this is what you need to do, people.
But let me tell you,
I wouldn't be sick right now.
Let me tell you the wrong thing that they're doing, in my opinion. They're doing it while we're still on the air. Because you're going to have to do it again when we get ready to go off.
I just said this is an example. I'm just showing the public what they need to do.
Yes.
Like on TV right now.
Great spin, Dave.
My man is cooking food. Like it's like a cooking show. They don't really eat that food.
Great spin, Dave. That was a great spin. That was a great spin,
Listen,
though.
this is what you need to do, y'all. I don't know if it's flu season or what, but just make sure. Oh, them babies going back to school, and I'm already hearing the parents that kids went back to school already. Like my babies, look at them coughing all in the mic.
Right, I told you it ain't over. Save one.
The mic will get wiped again.
Right, there we go. There we go.
The kids are going to school and they are bringing back all the germs.
Yes.
So parents be safe.
So that's where we are.
Yeah.
Right. We are the world.
Oh, we about to shut it down.
The sick.
We are the sick.
But I'm glad I'm not.
And shut
so
in.
and y'all gonna keep me healthy now. Keep me healthy.
We got you.
I'm just saying you're gonna learn today, because watch. Core DJ Ricky Allen. That's what I'm saying. See, Core DJ Ricky Allen is gonna come in there, and Andrew ain't gonna have no wet wipes.
You know, that's the jinx.
You'll be like,
too much is you know.
And we need you. We need you.
You know, they said that about children. Like, don't say things, and somebody's pregnant or whatever, because your children might. And I always went against the grain. I mean.
How'd that work out?
Great. All my children had all their fingers and toes, and they didn't have any health ailments. They weren't born with spina bifida or anything like that.
Hopefully they're not ugly.
You feel what I'm saying? Well, it's ugly babies, and I'm glad you said that, because I am one to talk. Yes, it is. They ugly. Come on now, where you think ugly people come from? Listen, you got to keep it real with people. If you see the baby, be like, okay, yeah, that baby looks just like. If you don't want to say ugly, you be like, that baby looks just like his daddy or his mama, because she might be ugly.
I have never seen an ugly baby.
I have. I see them all the time.
An ugly,
and I have to call it for what it is.
With adult features.
Okay, that's ugly to you. See what I'm saying, Coming to the light, Kayla. Coming to the light. What the hell is adult features?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen an ugly baby.
Adult features, though.
I think people get ugly as they get older.
No.
Because of...
No, I feel like you grow, so the babies with adult features, like,
then they grow
into it and they be beautiful adults.
But what were they before? That's all I'm saying.
They had adult
Thank you,
features.
Kayla.
Have
Thank you, Kayla.
Have
Thank
you ever seen a family of people and they all ugly?
Yes, I have.
And you just be like,
yes, I have. Where the hell did they come from?
The
It's
whole
in the
family
gene.
ugly.
It's in the gene.
Well, two ugly people get together and
I bet they
But I see some ugly people come out with some good babies.
Yes.
And, yeah, but
I ain't never seen two ugly people come out with some pretty kids. Come on.
Legendary Dave Elsie, what you got to do as we get ready to wrap
Hey,
up,
I just
man?
want to say to the people out there, take care of your health. Also, protect yourself on these streets. Also, we need gun control. Because Homer be throwing it on me and I ain't had time to think about it. So I just...
That's what we need.
There you go.
That's what it is.
Kayla, what's your...
Make sure y'all love on yourself and make sure y'all love on each other. And we are about to go into this weekend. I don't want to hear nothing. I want no headlines from Milwaukee this upcoming week. So just make sure you love on yourself and you love on the people around you.
If nobody has told you that they love you today, I want to let you know that I love you and I want you to have a safe and nonviolent remainder of the morning, afternoon, evening, and hopefully the things we have to talk about in the near future won't have to be within our minute degrees of separation. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes is up next on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Love you, babes. Talk to my agent. I'm up out of here. Peace.
Peace.